Hello everyone, and welcome to the second episode of the third season of my F1 2016 career mode here on PC. We're now going around Bahrain. These are the qualifying goals. I'll explain more what's happening in the episode after Crofty has introduced qualifying.
The cars are ready, the drivers are ready. We hope you're ready as qualifying is about to begin here in Bahrain.
Yeah, so here we are, going around Bahrain for the first time this season. It's nice to see that the first episode has got a lot of views. I wasn't really expecting it to get a lot of views, mainly because it's, just like the first episode of a new season, and with it being on PC as well, I didn't really know whether people would enjoy it or not, because obviously I've got all the skins and all that as well for this season. But coming across the line now in Q1, we do safely get through with a time that was worthy of 6th, is that, or 7th? I can't quite see it on the monitors that the preview screen that I'm on. But Jenson Button is now to qualifying 1, which really isn't a surprise because he's in the McLaren under. Ooh, shots. But this is quite a weird career mode. This has started off to be really, because it's like Alonso went out in Q1 in the first race, I think it was. Was it Alonso? I can't remember. And now Button's gone out in the McLaren in Q1 in the next race. It's been a bit random, really. I don't really know why. But anyway, in this Grand Prix, I am running ultimate difficulty, as some of you might like to know, because I've had a lot of requests to run ultimate difficulty for this career mode, because apparently it's easy for me, even though last season I finished over 100 points behind Lewis Hamilton in the championship. Anyway, moving on. We safely get through to Q3 with a time that got us 7th again, I think. And the usual suspects going out in Q2. Pascal Wehrlein actually got through to Q2, which was quite good for Manor. But anyway, this is our Q3 lap, the most important lap of them all. Let's see where this can get us, because it's quite important. Being on ultimate, I want to know where I am in terms of the AI pace around here, and it's like this is the first time I've ever run ultimate on this game, so I don't really know where I'm going to be. But that lap initially put us 4th. I'm not sure where it will put us anyway, but there we go. We've pretty much gone 2 by 2, which makes total sense, really, because this, at the start of a career mode, that's really what it's meant to look like. I forgot to mention as well that I haven't done practice, because I'm not going to do practice anymore, because it's just the same thing every race, and it's going to get repetitive after a while. And I'm still going to show the R&D stuff, like when I do an upgrade. I know I missed the one from this episode because the footage corrupted for some reason when I was doing practice, and then it was fine after qualifying. I don't know why. So that happened. Well, we go down in the driver position, which isn't very good, but that's ultimate for you. That's how it is in ultimate. So here's the objectives for the race. Emma has a little chat with us, and she wants us to finish something above something. Anyway, I'm going to let Crofty and Anthony Davidson introduce you to the race, and I'll see you on the grid.
The curtain rises once more then on the desert stage of Sakir as the players take their places for the opening act. Will they enthrall us like they did in 2014 with that titanic battle between Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton? Well, we'll find out shortly as we get underway here in Bahrain. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, and 2 DRS zones will help with that as well. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. Bahrain has showed us many times in the past, though, Anthony Davidson, that a good strategy will only take you so far. Beyond that, you need good racecraft and you need good consistency.
And a little bit of luck too, I'd say. This is one of those circuits where the safety car always seems to come out just at the right time to condense the field together and mix up the cars on different strategies. It's hard on brakes, it's tough on fuel, and the main overtaking opportunity is down into turn 1, where it's easy to outbrake your opponent and potentially have a bit of argy-bargy as well.
Okay, the run into turn 1 isn't too long, so the pack will be bunched up. Take care.
Well, at least the engineer cares about me going into the first corner. That's always nice of him to say. Or it's either that or he doesn't trust me going into the first corner. You know, he thinks I'm going to like dive bomb people and just absolutely take everyone out. You know, it's that you've got to trust your driver the way they drive, because it's not very nice, is it? Anyway, here's our strategy. Well, this was the initial strategy I went for: super softs, mediums, and then softs at the end of the race. It seemed like a good strategy at the start of the race. Whether it's actually going to pay off, I don't know. But anyway, as we get ready for the formation lap, off we go. Just like, because it's that boring. You know, there's nothing really happens in the formation lap. But anyway, here we go with 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. That was a long light sequence, that. It seems like our teammate Vettel's got a brilliant start, and so has Bottas beside us, but we go down the inside of Vettel in first corner, try to anyway, and we seem to have, and that Williams has come out of nowhere. The Williams has appeared from out of nowhere. I don't know where he came from, but as we go down now to the run down to the fourth corner of the track, we go down the inside of Bottas, successfully pass him, and as you can see there, the Red Bulls in front of us battling away like madmen, and now we cut onto the end of lap 1, and we take a look at Verstappen. But we think no, because we're going to wait until the straight to slipstream him, and the Ferrari engine should power us past the Tag Heuer branded Renault engine, as it was, or as it is. And are we going to go down the inside of Ricciardo as well? We have a look, and we've done it. We've dive bombed him. Well, was it really dive bomb? I don't know. But he's come back at us, and this is very interesting. This is a very good start to the race, I have to admit. And Verstappen's going to get involved now. Jesus, what's happening here? Take a loss of the curb, we lose momentum, and Ricciardo has got us going into that corner. Well, that's a shame, because I honestly thought we were going to be able to get him. But at the end of lap 2, however, we are going to get him. Oh no, we think of a pass, and then remembered that there's a straight here, and we can use a slipstream. So now we go down the pit straight. Hamilton and Rosberg are jostling for the fastest lap, but we easily overtake the Red Bull of Ricciardo. We passed him before the braking zone. That's how easy that was. I mean, the Ferrari engine is just so fast. I don't know why. But anyway, we cut onto the end of lap 4 now, and we're coming in for our pit stop to put on a set of medium tyres. Hopefully these will go a long way. I mean, I hope so, because that's why I had chosen them on the strategy, going cautiously into the pit lane, because I don't want to get a speed penalty, because that happens. And that did not happen in the Subscriber Championship on Russia, which got cancelled. Definitely didn't happen. But a quick pit stop there is that a 1.9 second pit stop from Ferrari? That is quick. That's Williams-esque quick. And I'm not just saying that because that's my name or anything. Anyway, coming out the pit lane just in front of Wehrlein. Is that Wehrlein? Yeah, Wehrlein. No, it's not Wehrlein, it's Magnussen. So coming on to the end of lap 5 now, there's basically a trolley train forming behind a McLaren, I think. Is it McLaren? Or I don't know. Anyway, they're coming up to overtake Rio Haryanto, and that's as easy as you like with DRS. I mean, I wouldn't bother Haryanto. It's just, like, what's the point? Anyway, oh my god, what's going on here? There's a Manor battling away with someone. I think it's a Force India, but we tried to take the opportunity with it. NASA has just shut the door on us, and we've lost a bit of our front wing. But now we're going to go down the inside of the Sauber, but McLaren gets in the way, and the Sauber is still there on our outside. Oh my god, he's just appeared out of nowhere, and we brake late, and we've gone down the inside of him. And now, can we get past the Manor as well? Oh my god, these brake checkers. We dive down the inside of the Manor as well, and we've got 2 positions in the space of 4 corners there. So that's not bad, is it really? Anyway, moving on to this straight where we should be able to overtake a McLaren because the McLaren is slow as a turtle in a straight line, and this is hilarious. Here we go then. Can we go down the inside of Alonso or Button? And no. We haven't been able to pass a McLaren in a straight line. Slightly embarrassing because it's a McLaren, and the fact that, it's a McLaren. That's it, that's all you need to say, it's a McLaren. But coming up to the end of this straight now, can we overtake him? Can we? I mean, we're going to try to. We're gaining on him, we're gaining. We're going to go down the inside of this corner. Have we got him? Yes, we have. And we all know what's going to happen now. We're going to pull away from this McLaren in a straight line, and that's exactly what happened. Moving on to the end, or the middle of lap 7, we're now behind the Renault of Palmer, who's stuck behind someone else. I can't quite tell who it is because he's in the way. But we're gonna. Oh, they've gone really slowly. We're gonna go down the inside. Oh, is that Nasser? No, it's Ericsson. Oh, what a move! What a move that was. I mean, that's probably the best move I've done on this game. I mean, maybe. It might be the best one I've ever done. But we're now coming into the pit lane. No, we're not. That's the next highlight, I think. Oh my god. And the engineer is telling us about something. Oh, we've been jumped by Verstappen. That's what's happening. We've been jumped by Verstappen, which hasn't really worked out very well. Maybe it's because of this front wing. I don't know. But coming on to the end of lap 10 now, we are coming into the pits this time. And you can see how much time we've lost to our teammate. I mean, we were miles ahead of him before this. And now we've got to come in to change our front wing because it was so horrible to drive with. The amount of understeer I was getting in some corners, it was unbelievable. But we're now going on to the soft tyres. I don't know how long these are going to go. Nice achievement there. I don't know how long these are going to go for, but this should go on for about 9-10 laps maybe, and then another set of softs at the end of the race maybe. I don't know. Anyway, a nice stop there again. Is that a 2-second pit stop or something? A 2-second pit stop with a front wing change? What am I on about? Ignore what I just said there, guys. But we're now coming out directly in a battle with a Williams, Massa and Nasser. Can we get Massa? Can we get Massa? No, we're just defending from Nasser. Can we get Massa coming down here? I mean, the Williams is very fast in a straight line, so I don't know if we'll be able to get him. Oh, we go down the inside anyway, and we've got him. That was a lot of curb. Ignore that amount of curb. But that was a lot of curb, I have to admit. And, that was quite an easy move, to be fair. It's quite surprising. But now we've got a safety car. And I thought at this point, I might pit in for another set of mediums, because these softs weren't going to go to the end. So I'm pitting in for another set of mediums. And I know I'm overtaking people, but I'm pitting in under the safety car. It doesn't matter. That pit entry though was spot on, I will admit. Anyway, coming into the pit now for a set of medium tyres, and as I put these on, I realised they were a bit worn. And I was thinking, hold on, I'm sure these are new. So when I get out of the pit lane, I check the tyre wear, and you'll see it in a minute. That they actually put me on the mediums that I had on before. So I only had one set of mediums. And it's basically ruined my race at this point. I was thinking, I'm not going to finish the points. I'm not going to do anything. So I caught up to the back of the pack, and then I realised, I'm going to have to pit in again, aren't I? So I went in for another set of softs to try and get me to the end of the race. And at this point, I came out last, basically. So I thought my race was over. I was actually going to retire or simulate the rest of the session, but I thought no, I'm going to soldier on with the rest of this race, and I'm going to try and get something from this. I thought, well, at least getting points would help. With 10 laps left, it's going to help getting points, or at least getting points. So we come out of the pit lane, and we just come out behind Ericsson, who's stone dead last in this Sauber, which is no surprise. Considering it is a Sauber. But cutting to the end of the safety car period, I think that's the right word for it. We're now going to go right up beside Ericsson, a bit cheeky there, and the yellow flags are going to go down now. It's green light racing. Let Ericsson through, and well, it's basically because we're going to absolutely murder his slipstream. Because what else are you going to do on this game as the murderer slipstream? So we now gaining on him, and down the inside. Simple as that. And down the inside of the mana, maybe we touch him a little bit, but we've got the mana as well. That's nice. And now moving on to the same lap, the middle of that lap, we're now catching up to the other mana of Haryanto. We've gone around the outside of him, off the track a little bit, down the inside of the other Sauber, and we've passed the back markers at least. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the pink Sauber. Oh wait, is that a Red Bull off the side of the track there? Let's take a look at the replay here. So we're on board with Ricciardo, and Verstappen has been tapped by Mercedes. I'm assuming it's Rosberg. Yeah, and then here's a slow-mo of it. He just cuts across him. I mean, I know you're not really meant to go down side by side to that corner, but I mean, you could at least leave some space, you know? So that's Verstappen's race pretty much over. But anyway, moving on to the end of that yellow flag sector, the moment you've all been waiting for, the pink Force India, that's now gone. Yep, that's the most screen time the Force India is ever going to get on my channel, probably, unless they have a miraculous race and somehow, I don't know, get a podium at some point. But there's been another incident up ahead, and there's 3 cars in the gravel on the wall there. I don't know what happened there, but it looks like, oh, Vettel has been involved in an accident again, and it seems like that is the most BS contact system I've ever seen in my life. Come on, Codemasters, sort out this contact system. I mean, seriously, why could we get spun out from something like that? I mean, come on, it's just ridiculous. And now those 3 drivers have got to ruin the race as well. Luckily, that didn't cause a safety car. Anyway, doing a dive bomb down a Haas and a McLaren, and now coming side by side with the pink Force India. More screen time for the Force India. Please, guys, do not have orgasms, or else I will be irritated. Going around the outside of 3 cars and down the inside of the McLaren. Oh, that was the best move I've ever done in my life. I know I said the one before was good, but that was better. And I mean, that was cool. Anyway, coming up to the end of lap 21, coming towards the Toro Rosso, the Toro Rosso of Sainz, and we're just going to power past him. That sexy livery, also. And now, oh, he's fighting back a little bit. It's brave from Sainz. Anyway, moving on now to the tail end of the race. We've somehow managed to get 4th. We're now 3rd. Someone pitted in, obviously. But for some reason, Hamilton and Rosberg pitted in these next few laps. As you can see, that Hamilton pitted in for super softs, and then Rosberg also pitted in for, I think it was softs, or was it super softs? I can't quite remember. Anyway, for some reason they pitted in. He pitted in the super softs, okay. And then you've got Massa in 3rd, which is like mental. And then Hamilton eventually caught up with me because, as you can see, my tyre wear is absolutely, well, it's murdered my tyres. But I'm not going to give up this 1st place because I want to win this race. Considering where I've come from 10 laps ago, I want to win this race. And I'm going to battle with Hamilton, even if it kills me. So we get back past him again, but in the braking he brakes later. And I've got the inside line for this corner, but then he's got the inside line for the next corner, and he basically cuts us off. And that was basically it, really, for the race. You know, coming back from virtually last during the safety car 10 laps ago to get 2nd. I'm really happy with that, to be fair. I mean, I can't really complain. I mean, it's on Ultimate, guys, so you can't complain that it's not on Ultimate anymore. I finished 2nd in Ultimate, so yeah, get that, guys. Stuff you. Well, not literally, but I mean, I love my Scrabble, really. Did you see that Total Wolf hitting the desk? Well, as Hamilton wins the race. I mean, he kind of deserved it. He was pretty much leading the entire race. But I don't know if you quite saw that then. Ricciardo got 3rd, which is really good for him, because Rosberg must have been somewhere else. Because I was expecting Rosberg to be 3rd, because, you know, that's what happens with Mercedes when it's really dominant. dominant even. And there's Hamilton with his trophy and the champagne. Whee! And then, and now we're going to take a look at the driver standings and the constructors and the race result and all that stuff. Yes, wave goodbye, everyone. Wave goodbye. Anyway, moving on to the race standings. Hamilton got first by 3 seconds. Is that? So, yeah. So I lost 3 seconds in the space of a lap. That's how bad my tyres were. And I even made one more stop than them. So, yeah, guys, you can't complain. It's too easy for me now. Did it in Ultimate. And, yeah. So, after that crash Vettel had, he finished 14th, which is a shame, really, because he still hasn't scored a point in this championship. I mean, I was expecting to do a Constructors' title fight with Ferrari. But if he carries on like this, he won't be able to do anything. And for the first time, you'll see this, the driver standings. I'm top by 13 points from Rosberg, who is level on points with Ricciardo, and Hamilton is in fourth after scoring his first points of the season. So it's been a good start to the season. It's a relatively good start. And the constructors, Mercedes are ahead of us by 12 points because I'm the only one that scored points for Ferrari, which is handy. And then Renault, Manor and Sauber still haven't scored a point, so that's nice. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. Please do leave a like and a comment, and let me know what I can improve, and I'll see you next time. Bye.